I'm pleased to present to you SAINCE, the UKRI AI Centre for Doctoral Training in Safe AI Systems. My name is Ibrahim Habli. I'm the SAINCE Director. SAINCE was one of 12 new AI centres for doctoral training announced by UKRI and funded by the UK government in 2023. It's the only CDT focusing primarily on AI safety. And unlike other technology-centric CDTs, SAINCE takes a truly interdisciplinary approach, considering the entire ecosystem of AI safety, from technical challenges to socio-technical and social implications. As an investment, SAINCE is an 8.5-year program funded by £16 million from UKRI and many partners, and a generous philanthropic gift from Erwin and Jo Iacovides. This funding will support at least 60 doctoral researchers over 5 cohorts. And just days after the UKRI announcement, the world convened at Bletchley Park in the UK to discuss the urgent need for global collaboration on AI safety. This global recognition reinforces the importance of SAINCE's focus on AI safety. So what's SAINCE's vision? It is to train a cohort of 60 talented PhD students with the research expertise and skills necessary to ensure that the benefits of AI-enabled autonomous systems are realized without introducing harm as the systems and their environments evolve. Here I would like to stress the interplay between safety, trust, and benefits. From improving healthcare diagnosis and reducing backlogs to optimizing energy use and reducing road accidents, AI has the potential to transform most sectors. However, to realize these benefits in a trustworthy manner, the design and use of AI must prioritize safety. The UK government's commitment to economic growth, with AI as a key driver, underscores the importance of AI safety. We must ensure that this growth is sustainable and responsible. Let me expand on SAINCE's vision and research. SAINCE research will focus on the lifelong safety assurance of increasingly autonomous systems in dynamic and uncertain contexts. We will draw on methodologies and concepts from AI, safety science, philosophy, law, and the social sciences. In SAINCE, we have 2 overarching themes. The first theme is lifelong safety assurance. And within this theme, we research how to develop and maintain the safety of AI systems throughout their life cycle. This includes topics like safe training and retraining, continual learning, and ongoing assurance of societal and ethical acceptability. The second overarching research theme is assurance of increasingly autonomous AI systems. Here, we investigate how to ensure and assure human oversight, explainability, and accountability in AI systems and throughout their development. We are particularly interested in real-world scenarios characterized by change and uncertainty. SAINCE was conceived and is run by a multidisciplinary team, reflecting the complex nature of AI safety. Our team and students come from diverse backgrounds spanning the sciences, humanities, and social sciences. And here, while others speak of the challenge of interdisciplinary research, we speak of the joy of it. As a training program, SAINCE offer an enhanced PhD experience with an additional year of training. This includes specialized courses in AI, law, society, and ethics, and of course, AI safety itself. This is augmented with practice-based seminars and workshops in professional practice and responsible AI. And of course, industry and policy secondments for a period of 3 to 6 months. Our emphasis on team-based learning aims to foster collaboration and prepare our students for real-world challenges. SAINS capitalizes on York's strong tradition of engaging with safety-critical industries and regulators and our impact in these domains. SAINS' diverse range of industrial, regulatory, and third sector partners have made significant commitments. Use cases will be co-designed and co-developed with these partners. Several partners have agreed to provide access to previously inaccessible datasets. And many of our partners have also committed to supporting students as co-supervisors and mentors. Of course, SAINS partners will benefit greatly from the secondments available, priority access to SAINS research and evidence, and of course, our graduates themselves. Finally, SAINS is co-located within the Institute for Safe Autonomy. The Institute offers facilities combining collaborative spaces with living labs for experimental work in AI and robotics, in addition to bespoke spaces for experiments involving AI systems on the ground, in water, and air. Thank you for your attention and listening.
Hi, my name is Jo Iacovides and I'm the research lead for SAINS, Centre for Doctoral Training in Safe AI Systems. In this short talk, I'm going to be giving you an overview of how team-based supervision is going to work as part of the SAINS programme. So within SAINS, we've created a supervisor charter that explains our overall vision and ethos and also outlines how supervision in SAINS is going to be a bit different than standard supervision practices. So part of our vision for SAINS, we aim to create a diverse and inclusive community of leaders in AI-enabled autonomous systems who will be upholding equality within their work and research. SAINS is committed to fostering a supportive multidisciplinary research community that aims to value everybody's perspectives. So as part of achieving this vision, in SAINS we are adopting a team-based approach to supervision. So that means that each postgraduate researcher is going to have at least 2 supervisors from different disciplines who they will meet with regularly to discuss their research and any pastoral issues. But in addition to that, each supervisor team is also going to be assigned to a wider research team that is focused on a particular grand challenge. So the decision about which research challenge the PGR will be assigned to is going to depend on the experiences and research interests that they have, and that's going to be taken into account as part of the overall recruitment process. Now, these challenges are likely to change over the course of the CDT, but currently we have 2 active challenges. The first of these is the safety of AI-enabled robotics. So here the focus is on physically embodied autonomous AI agents, where this could, for instance, involve ensuring that robots or drones can navigate within complex environments and make real-time decisions. Other examples may include demonstrating the safety of AI-based functionality, exploring legal responsibility, such as in the case of autonomous vehicles when you're looking at drivers and vehicle manufacturers, or considering risks around the normalisation of mass surveillance. This particular challenge will be coordinated by Colin Paterson. The second challenge is safe human-AI collaboration. So here the focus is on how humans and AI-enabled autonomous systems are going to be working together. For instance, this could be looking at standalone decision support tools or embodied agents. And examples include supporting effective human-AI teaming across different domains, the use of explanations as part of assuring safety, considering moral and legal responsibility, particularly in the cases of incidents or accidents, or understanding how the change in the nature of jobs could impact operator mental health. And I will be coordinating this challenge. Now, we do recognise that there's likely to be a bit of overlap between these different challenges. However, the distinction is more about the main focus of the research and the research approaches that will be applied to the problems being investigating. And for both of these, each one is still intended to contribute to the overall aim of Saints to be at the forefront of multidisciplinary research in AI safety. Now, in practice, these challenges are going to be supported by quarterly team meetings. So each research team is going to consist of the PGRs and their supervisors, but will also include CDD partners that are interested in those challenges, as well as members of public panels that will be part of the Saints CDT. So these teams are going to meet 4 times a year, and this will give the PGRs opportunities to share their individual progress, but also to get feedback on their research, and for that feedback to help shape how their research is progressing over time in consultation with that wider team. There's also going to be scope here for members of the team to contribute to and shape the actual challenge itself. So we do expect these to evolve as the CDT progresses. Now, where possible, we're going to expect all team members to prioritise attending these meetings so that they can support that multidisciplinary research environment. Now, that's hopefully given you an overview of what being a Saints supervisor might involve and how it's a little bit different to standard supervision practices. But we'd also like to highlight potential benefits of being a Saints supervisor and this team-based approach. So in particular, it would give you an opportunity to participate within this unique team science kind of setup, and that would give you some experience beyond kind of standard supervision practice. There's also going to be lots of opportunities to network with both external partners and academics across a range of different disciplines. And being part of the Saints community should also provide increased visibility and reputational benefits that could lead to further opportunities for both supervision and collaboration in future. Thank you very much for listening. If you do have any further questions, please don't hesitate to get in touch.
A CDT is different from a traditional PhD, not least of all because there is a requirement for a structured training programme to be delivered to the whole cohort. For the Saints programme, we split this training into 4 streams, which exist alongside the individual research that a PGR is expected to undertake. The cohorts we recruit to Saints are multidisciplinary, and for teaching, this means we need to be aware that our students have vastly different experiences of the topics being taught. We do expect all students, however, to attend the training, as we believe it's important for them to understand how to communicate subject-specific concepts to non-specialists, and how to bring their experience and expertise into multidisciplinary settings. Let's start by looking at the taught courses offered by Saints. Saints was awarded as part of the UKRI call for artificial intelligence centres for doctoral training. As such, it's important to remember that AI is central to the programme of study, and we provide 2 courses to introduce the PGRs to AI. Our first course is delivered shortly after the PGRs arrive and covers the basic concepts of AI. Our CS students may be familiar with these topics, but for those from other disciplines, this may all be new. Later on in the programme, we revisit AI, this time to discuss some of the technical challenges associated with creating ethical and societally acceptable AI. Each of these courses is run as a 3-day block with lectures and seminars, and make extensive use of group learning to embed the multidisciplinary nature of the programme. This short course format is repeated for each of the taught elements in the programme. Having introduced AI, we next move on to law, ethics and society. Just as the AI course will not make a philosopher into an expert in AI, each of these courses do not aim to turn computer scientists into social scientists. They do, however, introduce the key concepts, tools and language to allow them to discuss the issues arising in these areas, and prepares them for the second AI course, where they see what techniques might address these issues, and to identify the open challenges in building complex AI-enabled autonomous systems. The final course in our taught programme is safety, and we deliver this as 3 blocks. The first introduces the foundational concepts of system safety and safety assurance. The second focuses on the development of safe AI-enabled autonomous systems. And the final course considers how we assure these systems post-deployment in dynamic, open environments. All of these courses are delivered in the first 15 months of the programme, and as you can see from the course outline, we have other activities which support and build on these courses. The first to mention is induction. Before the course starts, we offer a 3-day short course for non-computer scientists to introduce some of the concepts and tools that will make their learning journey smoother. For example, programming in Python and teaching basic mathematics for AI. The next element of note are the quarterly team meetings, which run throughout the lifetime of the programme. On joining Saints, researchers are allocated to a challenge team, and these half-day meetings provide an opportunity for researchers and their supervisors to consolidate and contextualise their learning. In these teams, they will also discuss the intersection of their research and meet with our industrial partners to find real-world applications and learn about issues arising from real-world practice. As part of these workshops, researchers will regularly present their ideas in a supported environment where they can get multidisciplinary context and appropriate feedback to improve their work. Alongside the taught courses, students will also learn a range of soft skills through a regular seminar series which prepares them not only for the challenges of research in academic environments, but also beyond the university walls. These seminars will cover a wide range of skills tailored to the needs of the cohort and addressing issues highlighted by our industrial partners and wider societal concerns. This training will be provided by academic staff in the university, support services, CDT partners and external agencies. As a closing note, I also want to highlight some of the other opportunities for training and development that being part of the Saints cohort provides. PGRs are expected to attend academic conferences and events as part of their programme, but we also encourage academic exchanges and a secondment to partner organisations. Finally, we value outreach and we support our PGRs to take their research out to the public. As I hope you can see, the Saints training programme has been designed to provide the best possible support for our PGRs to ensure that they make the most of their time here at York, to develop their skills, to become effective researchers who can make a real difference in the way safe AI-enabled systems are developed, deployed and maintained.
Hello, this is a brief introduction to the Saints PhD programme. Saints is a multidisciplinary centre for doctoral training in safe AI systems, and all the postgraduate researchers in Saints are registered on the same multidisciplinary PhD programme, the PhD in Safe AI. They're not registered to a disciplinary PhD programme at all. This means that whatever you, as a supervisor, whatever your academic discipline is, your Saints PhD candidates will be registered on a different programme to your other PhDs. This means you need to understand a little bit about how the Saints programme works. In this presentation, I'm focusing on supervisions, thesis advisory panels, and progression. The university requires one formal supervision recorded in SkillsForge every 6 or 7 weeks, i.e. 8 times a year. There are no specific rules for the university about how co-supervision should be managed, though you'll notice in SkillsForge you can select which supervisors were present at any given meeting. In Saints, all our postgraduate researchers have co-supervision from at least 2 of the Saints disciplines. These are computer science, health economics, law, philosophy, and sociology. The primary supervisor for a Saints PGR is the academic specialist for their project. The secondary and possibly third supervisors bring in the multidisciplinary perspective. We do not require that all supervisors attend all of the formal supervisions, but all must keep in touch with the student throughout the programme, ideally meeting them at least once every 6 months. It's recommended that rather than every 6 or 7 weeks, you have monthly formal supervision meetings with the Saints PGRs. Thesis advisory panels are a York feature where they're required every 6 months, twice per year. Attendance at a thesis advisory panel meeting, as well as the postgraduate researcher, is all the supervisors and at least one independent panel member. Prior to the meeting, a TAP preparation form is completed by the PGR with some comments from their supervisor, and after the meeting, a report form is completed to provide feedback to the postgraduate researcher. It's also, as part of this, there is a confidential review of supervision whereby the independent panel member discusses their supervision with the PGR and none of the supervisors present. How we manage this in Saints is slightly differently. The Saints training program requires quarterly team workshops. These quarterly workshops have teams of approximately 6 postgraduate researchers, and all their supervisors are invited, as are the external partners they will be working with. We've decided, rather than create additional TAP meetings, that workshops 2 and 4 each year will be designated as TAP meetings. The challenge team leads, Jo Iacovides and Colin Paterson, will be the independent panel members, except where they're the primary supervisor. There will be a TAP preparation form, which will primarily be postgraduate researcher to reflect on how things are going. And there will be a TAP report for feedback after the workshop. The IPMs will also conduct the confidential review of supervision. This means that as a supervisor, you don't have additional TAP meetings to attend. However, you will be expected to attend some of the quarterly team workshops, as many as possible, but we do have a minimum requirement of supervisors attending at least once per year. Finally, annual reviews of progress. Since Saints is a 4-year program, these happen by months 12, 24, and 36. The panel chair for an annual review of progress needs to be an experienced supervisor, and the panel needs to include the TAP IPM, but it does not include the supervisors. The university has criteria for progress at each of these 3 points. However, the evidence required in order to show that the PGR has progressed to this level is determined at program, typically disciplinary, but for us, at multidisciplinary level. And all PGRs have an opportunity to resit each of their progress points within 3 months. How we've implemented this in Saints is that we will hold annual reviews of progress towards the end of each academic year, typically August, September. The independent panel member, typically Colin or Jo, will chair the progression panel, and a subject specialist will be invited to the panel who isn't part of the supervisory team. This is in order to assure that there is subject specialist knowledge on the panel. The panel will meet in person and the PGR will attend. The main item of evidence required in order to show their progress, typically things like literature reviews, reports, chapters, that will be determined by the primary supervisor in accordance with their disciplinary norms. So at this point, you refer back to the progression rules within your department and try to mimic those as closely as possible for your Saints student to ensure that they're making disciplinary progress. The panel, the progression panel, will also consider the PGR's attendance and results at the required talk courses, and also their attendance at professional developments and responsible research and innovation seminars and workshops. This is in order to assess their engagement with Saints, which is a condition of funding. And that's it. Before the end of 4 years, hopefully they'll have submitted. The funder, UKRI, requires them to submit within the funded period. So unless they have a funding extension due to, for example, parental leave or illness, then they will have to submit by month 48. Thank you.